Hello guys! Musta?
Hello.
Hello.
Tagal natin hindi
Hello.
nagre-record.
Hello nga sorry. Again, hello guys. Hello kagikadas. Welcome again to another episode of Geeks Out of Nowhere. Sorry. At marami tayong almost 1 month at wala tayong
Ate.
episode. Pasensya na kasi marami tayong ginagawa
So,
sa ano
busy.
busy sa totoong buhay. Maliban pa doon, maraming nagaganap sa Pilipinas, mga isyung politikal na pag-uusapan pa ba natin? Wag na.
Huwag muna siguro.
Wag na.
Parang ayaw i-divide yung audience natin eh. Pero, kung ako lang, paglaban na, tax natin yan pare. I
Oo,
mean,
tax natin. Tama naman
ika
yan.
kang diretonyero, parang umorder ka ng pepperoni pizza na walang pepperoni eh.
Oo, totoo yun.
Yeah.
Kaya nga, kailangan talagang if you guys have any other dito, syempre yung valid yung complaint natin na dito, we need accountability, kumbaga. Kasi dito, tax yun nga, tama, tax natin yun. Di dapat na nagagasta sa maling paraan, and yun, it's kung galit kayo, you need to express it because that's how the government would know na
Also, nakalimutan yung sasabihin ko. Tuloy nyo muna.
Sige.
I mean, kasi buhay din yung buhay din yung nasisira dahil sa mga na yan, bahan na yan. At saka ekonomiya din natin. Lagi tayong sumasabak, lagi tayong napapagod. Ito na yung magandang panahon na magkaroon na tayo ng awareness. Yun lang sasabihin ko.
Okay. Tama. Okay, sige. Before tayo mag-deep dive into politics. Okay. Ano ba yung mga naganap na siguro sum it up muna. Ano yung mga nangyari? Siguro we could start with talking about Super Manila Con, then and then FPW Unfinished Business. So we were there one day lang for Super Manila Con, which is a Sunday lang, no? Ano bang na dagit mo sa
Ay, naku, dami. Medyo nire-regret ko yung gastos ko eh. Pwede ko ba kunin?
Sige, kuhanin mo muna.
Sige. Mas ang dami ko nakuha.
Sige, habang kinukuha mo na ni ni Eugene ang kanyang mga na hakot sa Super Manila Con, I just want to thank muna guys kayo na parati pa rin sumusuporta sa atin. And yun, syempre yung mga members ng ating Kagikadas, the Geeks Out of Nowhere community. Syempre, our subscribers, our listeners on Spotify. Yun. Pasensya na, matagal kaming nawala. Pero hopefully we could be back on our with our regular recording or uploads ng video. Yan, ang dami. Mamaya kukuha din ako ng hakot ko. Ilan lang ba yung hakot ko? Parang iilan lang
Hindi ito lahat ng hakot ko pero yung ilan sa mga hakot ko, kasi ko makita yung iba.
Sige.
Nandito yung iba. Siguro yung pinaka ko, kasi itong murang-mura nabili ko.
Ano?
Ay, shucks.
Oh.
Adam West Batman, 550 siya.
Uy, nice.
Tapos yung tricycle niya is 900. Talagang 50% off. 900 lang.
Uy, nice.
So yun, ito, kinuha ko isa. Talagang gasto sa wallet. Sumunod, nakita ko to meron kang hawak na ito
Oo,
pagpasok ko sa loob
meron.
Sabi ko, meron pa ba?
Meron pa.
Ito, meron pa.
Yes, matagal kong hinanap yan in fairness. Ang tagal kong hinanap yan.
At saka, in fairness din, mura.
Mura.
Kasi Shopee 2.8 to
Yes, so, kasi dito, ilang years na ba ni-review natin yung 1 year na, no?
More than 1 year halos na eh.
More than 1 year.
Parang gera din nila.
And then madalas yung nawawala sa sa mga hobby stores. So it's a good thing that they have nag-stock sila ng ganyan sa sa dito, Super Manila.
Tapos comics wise, naka ko na isa yung print. May nakuha akong print eh. Mga comics, ito. Kasi yung nakausap ko nito, taga Genoscope, sabi ko baka nagpapahingi ako ng advice. Kasi gusto ko rin maging comicero na professional talaga. At their level.
Of course, ayun. Of course.
Tapos bumili ako, pinirmahan ni Sir Harvey Tolibaw, tsaka ni Sir Julius. Pirmahan nila for 50 pesos. Yung kay Sir nilibre na niya. Yung kay Sir Julius. I think so. Kasi bumili na daw ako ng comics niya. Eto, matagal ko na kasi gustong bilhin to. Matagal ko na nakikita to. Yung God Heart. Guys, support natin yung local comics scene natin. Kasi kailangan natin ng support.
Yes.
Kailangan natin support.
Kailangan.
Ito, isa to. Ang ganda nung binabasa ko siya, hindi ko pa siya tapos. So far, nandito pa lang ako sa part na to. Hindi ko pa siya maintindihan kung ano nangyari, pero it be good.
Yeah.
Ito, hindi ko pa nababasa to. Pero ito yung pinakasayang.
Ay, oo.
Nabalitaan ko kasi si Eli Buendia magpapa-signing na itong comic niya na Super Proxy. Combo on the Run. Combo on the Run is yung kanta din nila eh.
Yep. Alam ko Band on the Run yung title.
Band on the Run, yun? Beatles.
Okay. Combo on the Run. Okay.
Tapos Eraserheads naman yung Combo on the Run. Ang sayang dito, 100 lang, di ba? Yung 100 packs lang daw.
Oo. For Sunday.
Pang 101 ako.
Putik.
Sabi ko, sayang. Kasi hinanda ko talaga lahat ng titong comic. Bumili talaga ako dahil doon. Plus, dinala ko tong Carbon Stereoxide CD ko.
Sayang.
Kasi alam ko ito yung favorite niya, yung favorite album niya out of everything. Pero, may consolation naman. Shoutout kay Sir Felix. Lagi ko na to dito.
Dami mong hakot.
Shoutout kay Sir Felix. Yung artist na ito, binigyan niya ako ng libreng print.
Wow.
Pinirmahan pa niya si Sir Felix. Shoutout sa iyo. Sorry na lang, sir, kung ano nakalimutan ko. Shoutout sa iyo, sir, kasi nung nalaman niyang pang 100 po na ako, sabi niya, sa'yo na lang tong print na to. Sabi ko, di nga, sir. Binigay niya sa akin, nagprint kami. Kasi nahiya naman ako, binigay niya sa akin, pinaghirapan niya yung mga art print na ganito. Even though printed lang siya, pwede niya nang kitain sa to eh. So, nagpalit kami, nag-trade kami, kasi may dala ko yung Tikman ng Langit na libro ng Eraserheads dati. Parang biography nila. Sabi ko, sige, ito lang, sa'yo na lang to, palit tayo. Kasi nalaman niya, fan ako. Fan kaming dalawa. Siya yung nag-illustrate ng mga covers. At yata loob.
Ano bang favorite Eraserhead song mo?
Nako.
Pwede mo kantahin.
Kung ang favorito kong kantahin yung Easy Ka Lang. Easy Ka Lang! Pero pinaka-favorite kong kanta nila is yung Walang Nagbago.
Parang mga... sino ba? Di ko alam kung sino nag-compose ng Walang Nagbago eh. Pero yung mga ganyan, parang mga ganyang tugtugan is either ganyang mga lyrics is Raymond Marasigan.
Feeling ko si Raymond. Pero masyadong, written by Eli Buendia daw. Too real yung
feeling tama. Halos kasi parang ganun yung
yung dalawa nagsusulat
ni Raymond kung paano sila magsulat.
May rare moments na si Buddy ang nagsusulat. Yung tama ka nga, isa rin favorite ko yun. Parang yun yung tipong magandang tugtugin kapag gusto mo makapag-slow down sa asawa mo.
Ako, ay kasi, go muna.
Sabi ko na sa walang nagbago, kaya nagustuhan ko yung ano na yan, kanta na yan. Kasi masyado siyang totoo. Pag pinakinggan mo yung lyrics niya, guys, pakinggan niyo yung lyrics ng walang nagbago. Tsaka Balikbayan Box, ganun din.
Yeah.
Parang sobrang chill lang niya, saka sobrang mellow.
Yan,
yung mga favorite kong kanta ng Eraserhead. Kasi masyado ng no offense sa With a Smile. Ang sumira ng With a Smile sa akin si Piolo Pascual. Hindi ko na-explain. Pero pag napanood niyo, siguro malalaman niyo kung bakit.
Ako naman, ang favorite ko na kanta ng Eraserheads is Torpedo.
Maganda yun.
Caterpillar pa rin.
Ang alam mo yung nakakatawa doon, mas nauna ko pang napakinggan ata yung Black 9 version kaysa sa ano. Kasi di ko alam na ganun pa dati. Pati yung Maling Akala.
Oo. Okay din yung Maling Akala. Tapos dito, siguro special mention na lang aside from my favorite na dito, Torpedo, mga notable mentions ko. Syempre, Ang Huling El Bimbo.
Yun.
Yeah.
Hood classic.
Good classic. Yeah. Ano pa ba? Minsan sa May Kalayaan.
Minsan.
Minsan, apa ba? Ligaya. Yan.
Yun. Solid yun. Solid Ligaya.
Saka, apa ba? Yun, papaisip ako ano pang mga kanta na favorite ko yung mga madalas ako rin kinakanta sa video minsan
video ko yung
magazine.
Okay.
Magazine. Yan. Tapos yung isang favorite cover ko na kinanta nila is yung Tuwing Umuulan. Kapiling Ka.
Cover ba nila yun? Nakala ko original nila yun
Hindi nila original yun. Cover nila yun. Kasi it was composed by Ryan Cayabyab and I don't know kung saan nila kinanta yun. Kaya
ang taas ng boses ni Ellie. Nung panahon na yan, ewan ko ngayon. Pero ganda pa rin.
Siguro, basta naalala ko college, tugtugan ko nun talaga is Eraserheads. Yun yung, syempre kasagsagan yun ng parang sabihin natin, the second or third renaissance ng OPM.
Oo.
Puro banda, di ba?
Oo. Yun yung kasikatan ng Club Dread, di ba? Gusto ko nga, dati kaya gusto ko mag-UST, sabi na malapit daw Club Dread dun Kaya gusto ko doon nag-aaral sa UST. Balik naman tayo, callback sa episode natin.
Napunta ka na ng FEU, so kapitbahay lang.
Tapos nalaman ko, wala na atang Club Dread. So,
yun lang. Kasi na tayo, yung hakot ko naman.
Game.
Sige, wait lang.
Papakain na ba tayo? Twinsies na ba? Buhin ko kaya to habang may sakit pa ako, may 3 days pa ako. So guys, habang wala si Sir, click subscribe at comment ka na rin.
Ano yan, Eugene?
Hindi, kasi sabi ko, habang wala ka, sabi ko, mag-subscribe sila at mag-like na rin sila.
Ayun. Tama yan. Sige.
Yan ang good job.
Actually, ang talagang pinunta ko lang sa Super Manila is Gundam. Yun lang. And kasi syempre, ito yung gusto kong bilhin. Yan. So, Gun Cannon. GCax.
Yung sa sorry, maliit yung sa GCax?
Yep.
Ang ganda ng design ng G-Canon nila tsaka yung mga ibang
yes,
Zapo.
Actually, di ba napag-usapan na natin yan na yung GCax is it's a refreshing type yung mismong itsura ng mga Gundams or yung mga mobile suits doon is refreshing to look at kasi mas mukha siyang humanoid, mukhang natural compared to the other Gundam previous Gundams, no?
Iteration.
Iteration ng Gundam. Yeah, Black. At least si Ariel medyo medyo curvy. Curvy.
Like, kasi hindi na nagano yung GCAX Kumbaga, gumawa sila ng Gundam na what if sa panahon na to.
Yeah.
Yung itsura niya.
Mm-mm.
It's not bad, but it's not for me. Reggie Cano nagkanta. Nagkantaan ako doon.
Oo. And then yun nga, syempre, ito, yung Sugay, di ko pa Sugay sa Gelgug, di ko pa trip bilikin. Ito kasi maganda. Pero ang inintay ko talaga is yung actually meron ako dito yung Red Gundam, pero yun yung di ko siya nabili sa sa Super Manila Con. Ang inihintay ko is yung yung RX-78 2 na GQ version or GCAX version. Yun.
Yung original colors niya.
Tapos next ito syempre. Meron na ako nito pero this one is for my sa asawa ng sa husband ng sister ng wife ko or my in-law. So sa kanya to. Technically brother-in-law na tawag. Yan. So para sa kanya to binili ko to for him and binayaran niya na ako para dito.
Hey, nice.
Yun. Pero mas dito di naman sa tinawaran, parang mas mababa yung bigay ko compared dun sa suggested price.
Siya? Friends and family discount?
Yes, friends and family discount. Next time wala na yun.
Wala nang ganun. One time deal lang yun.
Oo. Then next ito, syempre parehas na meron tayo. Yan.
Yeah, yung Yan. Yeah, twinsies tayo, twinsies. May kasama na ang aking Zaku. Uy, nahulog si Charlie Asnabe.
Tayo ako konti. Yan, para makita.
Yeah, yan. Pero to be honest, ito lang talaga gusto ko eh.
Yeah.
Parang sa naisip ko, mag-isa siya eh. Mag-isa lang siya eh. Dapat may kasama to. May kasama dapat siya.
Aside from...
Yung pumatay sa teammates niya.
Aside from that, bumili rin ako nito. Actually, I'm looking forward to buying this talaga. This one. This two. Bale. Tablay, the novel. And yung Tablay, the teaser novel. Teaser graphic novel by Katrina Olan and Paul Medalla. Yun.
Solid.
Maganda. Actually, if di pa tayo nag-uusap about mecha in general, no? So, we're both mecha fans and hopefully, where I'm waiting for the full graphic novel ng Tablay. Medyo interesting yung story. And dito, nagkaroon sila ng talk sa Super Manila about writing sci-fi.
Ay, hindi ko napakinggan. Busy kasi ako masyado pumili.
Oo, marami kasi pwedeng gawin sa Super Manila ko. Diba?
Isang rant ko yun, pero sige, ang gusto ko lang sabihin din na shoutout ko na sa Full Surface. I'm working with them as an inker currently. Hey, shoutout sa kanila.
Shoutout shoutout na rin pala sa dalawa ko kasama. Actually, kasama ko rin si Miguel, si Mig, saka yung isa pa naming high school friend si Paulo. Shoutout sa inyo guys. Migs, kailan ka ulit kailan ka ulit babalik? Kailan ka mag-host ulit? Miss ka na namin. Kasama ko sila. So, medyo enjoy naman yung
Nakita ko nga din siya sa pila ko. Nagpabili nga si Kuya ng t-shirts. Yung kay Dino Cornell. Yun din, hindi ko nakapabirmahan. Kasi yun yung parang pinaka-gripes ko sa Super Manila. Ang haba ng pila. Yes. Tapos ang tagal. Kahit yung libreng Gundam, may pila eh. Okay na naman sa akin yan eh. Kaso nga lang siguro kailangan na mas malaking venue. Pero ang ganda nung
Maganda yung maganda. Actually, mas maayos at kung andito lang si John shoutout to John. Mayroon siyang ibang meeting ngayon Di natin kasi pwede maurong yung schedule ng Hopefully, he would be with us on the next episodes. Yun. Dito, ang kwento ni John is that yung pila nung first day, which was Saturday, tama? Saturday.
Oo.
Diba? Mas parang mas hindi organized yung pila nung Saturday, pero nung pagdating nung Sunday, maganda mabilis na yung pasok ng tao kasi desegregated talaga yung kung sino yung bibili ng papasok lang sa loob para doon sa booth, and then yung pipila for the merchandise and yung mga magpapapirma. Yun. So, they separated it talaga.
Yun yung napansin ko din kasi pumila ako sa comics. Pumila din ako sa merch.
Pero kung VIP ka, mauuna ka ng 1 oras. Pero kasi the VIP ticket for the Super Manila, around 10K.
Ay, grabe. Pero ang dami mo namang ang dami mong freebies.
Yes, freebies.
Marami kang freebies. Nandito pa ngayon isang freebies ko. Gundam tayo. Yay! Gundam, yay!
Ako nga, andyan rin yung akin, hindi ko pa inaano. Yan.
Punta tayo FPW.
Okay, sige, punta na tayo. Pero bago muna sa FPW, kwento muna natin yung adventure natin sa pagpunta, pag-uwi.
Yung pa-uwi, mamaya na lang kapag natapos na yung mismong event ng FPW.
Sige. We go chronological.
Chronological tayo dito.
Sige.
Sinundo ko si Sir sa Trinoma.
We met at Trinoma.
Ako ito yung first time ko magmaneho from bahay to Manila, technically, Makati. Na-realize ko nung nasa labas na ako. And again, malayo na ako para bumalik, no? And kung mamasaya ko, mas malilate tayo.
Yes.
Na-realize ko, ang bilis nung pitik nung signal light dun sa kanan. Which means, and ito kinikwento na sa akin lagi ng mga kapatid ko, father ko, ganyan. Kapag mabilis yung isang signal light, for sure, may isa dyan, wala. So, pag gano'n ko sa kanan, ang bilis. Punta ako ng gasolinahan, sabi ko, sige, magpapagas na rin ako. Tapos baka may baka may mekaniko pwede kong pagawa pag-alis ko. Hindi ko saglitan lang naman yan, baka igaganon lang yan Baka na-lose lang. Tapos, tinignan ko, yung sa likod na signal light na kanan, wala.
Pundido.
Siya, sabi nung mekaniko, grounded siya. Sabi niya, hindi ako technician, kailangan mo technician.
Pero napatingin mo na.
Hindi, okay na. Actually, okay na siya ngayon.
Okay.
Inayos siya nung namin, kapitbahay namin. Shoutout siya kay Robert.
Magkano? Libre. Merienda lang.
50.
Merienda lang. Shoutout
sa'yo. Pumunta ako doon galing may kuhayan hanggang Trinoma. Wala ako signal light sa kanan.
Isipin
mo
yun.
Ha?
Pero at least, di ba, you're a safe driver. Kasi dito, technically, ewan ko ba kung masasabi ba natin safe kasi wala kang signal light para sa right turn.
Meron kita naman kung may sa likod, kita naman ako dahil may signal light.
Oo, meron ka namang
yung masama yung nasa likod ko.
Oo. Meron ka naman signal light dun sa may sa may side mirror.
Yun nga. Yun din sinabi mo sa pa-uwi. Pero sa mo na yan? Kasi chronological tayo dito. Isa nagsisignal light, takbo ba sa bintana? Gaganon ako. Kasi yun ako sa LTO
Oo.
Ganon dito pag tapos gaganon ako. Gumanon ako. Ewan ko kung naiintindihan ng mga tao sa likod ko kung ginagawa ko.
Hindi maintindihan. That's why nung nakasakay na ako, talagang nag-volunteer na ako na ilabas yung kamay ko sa kanan pag magkakanan tayo.
Oo.
Habang nakikinig pa tayo ng bago matulog.
Shout out bago matulog.
BMTD.
BMTD for life.
For life.
Till death for life.
Onko? Okay. We were able to safely arrive dun sa Big Studios.
Big Studios. In fairness, safe talaga ako mag-drive.
Safe.
Iniingatan ko talaga yung pinakamakagagawa ko.
Kung Grab driver si Eugene, 5 stars yan. 5 stars sa akin yan.
Yun. Siyempre dapat maingat.
Anyway. Sige. What can you overall muna tayo or ano ba yung ambience muna ng FPW Unfinished Business?
Mas maganda siya, I would say.
Mas
maganda yung ambience niya. Nakausap ko kasi isang andun. Ewan ko pwede natin i-disclose to. Pero talagang they went all in.
Yeah.
Hindi naman siguro pun intended no dahil AEW. Pero they went all in.
It seems to look like it because dito the production value, yung lights. Actually, yung ilaw issue natin yan nung nakaraan nakarang show kasi silaw na silaw ka
Oo, tapat na tapat sa amin Talagang mata talaga
Pero ngayon, okay na naman yung ilaw. Diba?
Okay na. Solid na.
And actually, we want to congratulate nga rin pala FPW for having a good, full house, standing room.
Sobrang may standing room na.
Oo.
You guys probably need a bigger venue.
Actually, yun nga, pati rin sa, before I forgot to say this, sabay, one day lang ang, isang araw lang, same day ang Puso Wrestling Bakunawa and FPW Unfinished Business, but Bakunawa is on a later time, around 6 p.m., whereas naman yung FPW Astig, dapat natapos ata siya ng around 5:30. Tama, diba? Pero yun, so I think yung mga nanood siguro ng Bakunawa were from FPW Unfinished Business, siguro mga late ng ilang oras din. Kasi from Big Studio sa Makati, you're going to Brawl Pit Pulusan at Quezon City, but kudos to them na talagang sinulit ang Pinoy Wrestling Weekend last week. You guys rock and you have lots of deep pockets.
Tsaka kung napuntahan nyo yun, Makati to Bulusan real quick, hindi kayo katulad ko na safe driver. Anyways,
sige. Yeah.
Match breakdown tayo ba?
Yeah. Bago that, before that, talagang, I could also say na, they pulled all the stops here. So, yeah, we can, before that, if you want to, guys, paalala lang pala, di muna namin di namin madidiscuss yung Puso Wrestling Bakunawa kasi di namin kasama si John. Although, he made a review of, match reviews of Puso Wrestling Bakunawa through his mercenary, si El Tindero. So, if you guys want to know his perspective of or his reaction to the matches and his thoughts on Puso Wrestling Bakunawa, you can visit El Tindero's page to read it. So unfortunately, John cannot be here with us kasi he has prior commitments and we need to record this video dahil yun nga wala na may mga kailangan pa kaming we have some surprise in store for the next week and yeah yan. Sige, first match yung pre-show
Robin and Idol versus Rio Rufino and AB3.
Yeah, actually, this is a debut match ni Rio Rufino. And dito, ang kagandahan nito is that yung debut niya is not that abrupt kasi nagkaroon ng story between him and Idol James Martinez.
Oo.
Coming from the previous FPW Astig show. But going to the match, solid. It's a solid match.
Lahat bigay todo sila eh. Pero ito munang match na to pag-usapan natin. Ang galing lang ng team up ng ni James tsaka ni Robin. Parang unexpected siya sa
Actually, kahit sino pwedeng i-team up kay Idol James Martinez, okay naman. Solid naman. Lalo na yung shoutout to Philippine Wrestling Reviews. PW. Actually, dito, siguro naman any wrestler sa FPW roster could be a good partner for Idol James. Kasi dito, he provides contrast to the character to his partner, diba? He's a comedic wrestler and excellent timing when it comes to his antics sa ring. At the same time, dito, hindi siya basta-basta nag-act kung nakakatawa kasi nakakatawa na talaga siya.
Talaga siya. Sobrang nakakatawa siya . Also, magaling siya mag-acting din kasi.
Oo.
Siya lang sa buong ang pinakamatagal na scene sa Future Libre. I would say, James, kung nakikinig ka, try mo mag-acting or malay natin, in the future, baka matala mo si Rocco Nasino, magkaroon ka ng FAMAS Award tsaka Gawad Urian. Sama mo si Jim Bro. Joke lang.
Yeah, let's see. Pero ito maganda yung for a pre-show match, it really set the tone for the whole show. I think it kept the audience light on their feet kasi it's alam mo naman, James Idol Martinez is comedic wrestler and comedy is his talaga brand of wrestling. Aside from Marky din, which we would later on discuss yung match niya. Rio Rufino.
For a guy na bago lang, I would say Rio Rufino is a really good wrestler. Kahit nung nandun ka ba nung nasa Secret Show?
Alam ko, andun ako.
Yung kalaban niya si Marky. Yun, basta yung match pa lang na yun, shows na may caliber na siya .
Yeah.
Feeling ko may future talaga siya . Lahat ng bago ng FPW.
Coming from the FPW Academy.
Oo. Talagang solid . Kasi alam mo ang galing na nila . May mamaya i-discuss pa natin further kasi may dalawang technically fresh graduates, 'di ba? Na lumaban against pero basta i-discuss natin further. Pero ang galing nung caliber nila, ang galing nung quality ng matches na binibigay nila.
And anyways, to think they were Rio Rufino is tag team with AB3. Diba? And AB3, I think dito Rio Rufino was able to shine there during that match because of how he blends with the veterans. I think maganda yung chemistry nila syempre dahil dito everyone knows how they move in sa FPW, so I think it's a mortal sin kung di mo alam kung yung gagawa ng kalaban sa roster.
Kaya meron silang Pinoy Wrestling Reviews. Panoorin nyo sila, pero panoorin nyo rin kami muna. Kami nag-uusap eh.
Oo. Promote tayo ng promote. Di naman tayo pinopromote ng mga yun. Joke lang. We love them.
Hindi mo kayo mabiro.
Anyway. Sige. Yeah. Overall, nice match.
Great match. Ganda naman na parang a nice appetizer sa buong show. No? Very, very good.
Savory. Okay.
Next match is John Evander. Glad to have you back.
Yes.
Tagal mo nawala. John Evander versus Mike Madrigal.
Actually, tarito, na-discuss na natin to eh. John Evander's feeling ko John Evander's giving us yung napanood natin yung secret show at the secret base, yung match niya with Joshua Elevista was one of the highlights of that show. And this one, yung match niya against Mike Madrigal is also he could really contend to become one contending yung match na yun could contend to become a match of the night eh. Diba?
Sobra. I mean kasi alam mo naman natin kasi si Mike delivers kahit sabihin natin former champion na siya ngayon, wala na siyang belt. He still delivers eh.
Yeah.
Magaling talaga siya eh. Ganon din si John. Si John Evander talagang kahit sino itapat mo sa kanya, kaya eh. Si Chino. Ang unang match na napagod ko sa kanya, si Chino eh.
That's last year na Unfinished Business.
Hindi. Yung yan?
Yung iba pa ba?
Unang match nila na napagod ko. Talo si Chino nun eh.
Oh, yeah.
Delivered. Yun yung nagulat ako na yung frog splash niya from end to end eh.
Coast to coast frog splash, man.
Oo. He's giving a lot. Ganun din si Mike. They're giving a lot for this match.
Yes.
Kung ito nice appetizer, ito parang I don't know what to call it, pero it's very savory.
Parang yung mga terms natin for these matches tumutugma sa pagkain. Gugugutom ba tayo?
Hindi, mataba ka lang kasi talaga ako eh.
Mataba?
The joke. Pero yun parang napansin ko na any match, lalo na nung matchup nila yun talaga unbelievable. We got him to break pala nung secret show. Sinabi namin sulit ba? Ang nakakatawa nun sa secret show, out loud sinasabi na, sabihin ba natin sulit bayad? Parang hindi tama eh. Parang ganun pa tayo eh.
Oo.
Sige, sabihin natin. Tapos nakita ko si Jan gumigit eh.
Yeah, because totoo naman, we got our money's worth from that match. Diba?
Sobra. I would give it, hindi ako marunong mag-rate ng match eh. Ako kasi simple guy lang ako eh. I see people hitting the mat, I go uga-buga, good match.
Ito tarito, akala talaga natin na yung brainbuster doon sa top rope,
natakot ako nun.
Natakot rin ako for Mike Madrigal. Kala ko talaga may injure siya. Pero,
guys,
good.
Alam namin bibigyan niyo lahat, pero mag-ingat naman kayo.
Pero that's tarito, when I talked to Boss Mike after the match, sabi niya, talagang ganun talaga dapat ang brainbuster. Either sa top rope or dun sa turnbuckle ka tatama. Dun tatama.
Ang gruesome kasi. Yes. Parang hindi ako komportable panoorin eh.
It's too risky for a movie, 'di ba? Kaya nga kaya parang feeling tama ba na ban siya sa WWE?
Di ko alam.
Alam ko na ban siya tapos nung later on sa alam ko nung ginawa ni ni Sami Zayn kay Gunther sa WrestleMania. 'Di ba? Parang doon ata na lift yung ban sa Brainbuster. Pero grabe yung na yan. Yung sequence na yon actually. Lahat ng tao kinaban.
Ako natakot talaga ako nun. Parang naisip ko na gusto ko na sabihin na guys, alam ko binibigay yung lahat pero yun nga, ulitin ko, ingatan yung sarili nyo. Okay? I mean, it's all good pero
it's it's either a sell, 'di ba? Pero it's too good. It's too good to be a sell. Diba? So parang talagang masakit tignan eh.
Oo eh. Pag titignan ko parang parang ano ba to? Di ko ma-explain eh. Nakakatakot siya in general tignan eh. Kaya parang it's good na nandun din si Mike to explain us na pero kasi parang just to say lang na guys, yan lang. It's just concerned lang kami din sa ingat lang kayo.
Ingat lang.
Kasi mahal namin kayo.
Pero ito, I think this match elevated Jan Evander because Mike Madrigal is one of the pillars of FPW. You cannot he's a former champion and winning against Mike Madrigal that clean legit na panalo. I think Jan could become a contender for those 2 championships now. The Metro Manila Metro Manila FPW Championship, which yung Metro Manila Championship pag-uusapan natin yan later.
Ang ganda ng belt.
Ang ganda ng belt, Pero paano, your opinion muna on Jan Evander challenging the 2 champions? Either of those champions.
Kasi hindi ko alam kay Jan kung heel siya o hindi Technically, heel siya kasi he wants it to get good. Ang hirap nun kung maglalaban sila ni Quattro. Pero ako, I wanna see that. I wanna see Quattro versus. Kasi ako, gusto ko rin si Jan with the belt. Pero kasi ganun din, kung ilalaban mo siya kay Ralph, heel din siya So,
teka lang, di pa natin pag-uusapan yun.
Ay, okay. Erase.
Joke lang. Anyway, mapag-uusapan
naman natin. Sa Metro Manila Championship naman, saka naman natin pag-uusapan yun. Kasi kung technically, Mike and 1-all na sila. Kung maglalaban sila ni Quattro, technically may 1-up si sa kanya 1-up si Jan Evander sa kanya Yun yung nagkaroon ng losing streak si Quattro nun So that's gonna be an interesting match to see. And Quattro delivers naman.
Yep. Which we would later on talk about.
Talk about. Shout out Quattro. Yun.
Yeah.
Binigyan ko siya ng comics na nakakatawa
Oo.
Pero ako na-review mo na yun. Shoutout sa'yo, pare.
Pero character-wise for Quattro, bagay sa kanya yung... Bagay sa kanya yung binigay mo.
Oo. Nireview ko yun sa kung member kayo ng Bago Matulogers na na Facebook group. Pinost ko rin siya doon. Interesting ako. So, excited ako makita yun. Jan Evander versus Quattro.
Good.
Kaso nga lang, hindi ko lang paano i-spin yun. Kung heel ba si, kumbaga, at this point, lesser evil si Jan. Pero kasi force of nature siya para sa akin
Yeah.
He's a force to be reckoned with.
He's one of the most chiseled wrestlers in the FPW roster.
Kung ang batak may iba, batak siya na yun.
Oo. he's the Mad Doctor nga, di ba? He's the specimen for me of being the Mad Doctor. Grabe. And I think he's very ngayon nakikita ko he's very methodical in his approach sa sa wrestling niya, and it adds another layer for in his character work. So dati I criticize him for his for his gimmick, but I think I would like to take my word. Gusto ko bawiin kasi dito is now delivering good matches. Actually, yung match pa nga lang niya with Chino Ginto last year was a very good succulent match.
I would say okay lang yan na bawiin mo. At least may accountability ka. Di ka doon gobyerno natin. Joke lang.
We would like to be proven wrong naman talaga.
Okay lang naman yan. At least okay naman yan. Next match na ba tayo?
Next match yan. Next match.
Ano ba next match nun? Ito na ba yung...
Alam ko that's the Metro Manila Championship na.
Metro Manila. Ang ganda ng belt. Ganda ng belt. Okay. Konting trivia lang, yung nag-design ng Metro Manila Championship belt is also the same designer ng FPW Championship. Si Ken Lavin, or also formerly known as Kendrick, the tag team partner of Marky Bro from Kakay Bros. So yun. And he's now sobrang
silently retired. Tama, ganda. Actually, that was inspired from the first ROE, Ring of Honor TV belt.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice tribute.
Very nice.
So yun. And then also the maker of yung mismong gumawa ng belt is as one of the wrestlers told me is from the Figure 4 championship belts. Also the same maker of the FPW belt, FPW championship belt. And dito before the match even started, Boss Red presented the belt, but he gave the honor of revealing the belt to Ronnie, Miss Veronica tama? Veronica Shannon.
Shoot name ba tayo o shoot name? Veronica Shannon na lang.
Veronica Shannon.
From formerly MWF.
Yeah, from formerly MWF. I think parang it's one way of honoring MWF. It's a good it's a good way of honoring your competitor na ngayon is defunct na, 'di ba? But it shows that the wrestling community is in wrestling community here in the Philippines is they are competitive. Yes, they have competition, but they are one in spirit naman, kasi their ultimate goal naman is to flourish and make pro wrestling the local pro wrestling scene here to be mainstream and to be known. Diba? Parang I think it's a good touch from FPW to honor MWF's contributions in the local wrestling scene. And for Miss Ronnie to be the presenter the revealer of the belt is a good touch.
Kudos kay Red. Feeling ko hindi na siya nag-a-act heel ng panahon na yun. That was a very good gesture.
Yes.
That was a very nice gesture. Kasi kahit si Miss Ronnie hindi niya napansin na ay ganito na gagawin yung.
Yes.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Oo. And to think na dito, the belt was presented at na with Miss Ronnie, no. Parang it's a sign that that belt is the successor to the MWF Championship.
The Jeepney belt.
The Jeepney belt. Pero parang yun nga, but the thing is that is a mid-card belt, kumbaga.
Mm-hmm.
But
still
but it's
prestige.
Still, the prestige of the belt, parang you presented it with Miss Ronnie. You package it, parang you can parang you're making it para sabihin, you're making the Metro Manila Championship belt to be a direct to be the
spiritual successor.
Parang spiritual successor of the MWF Championship. Parang you can draw the lineage of from the MWF Championship down to the Metro Manila Championship. But yeah, I think it's lang. Sabihin na lang natin spiritual successor. It's a different kind of championship belt, kumbaga.
Mm.
'Di ba? MWF is now defunct, but I think it's a good. Yeah, I think it's good that it has a spiritual successor, kumbaga.
Mm. It lives on to the Metro Manila
Championship.
Metro Manila. Yung sayang lang dapat actually ito 5-man elimination to.
Yes.
Napakasayang na wala si Rex.
Yes, wala si Rex.
And I wanted him to. I wanted Rex Lawin to win. Total, dalawa silang Rex na nandun. Pero
Jason Rex.
Si Jason Rex. Thank you, Jason.
Let's get with the match.
Actually, na-enjoy ko tong match na to. Sobra din.
Oo.
Hindi, medyo expected ko na kung sino mananalo, no?
Mm-mm.
Pero I was rooting for Marky to win.
Yeah, Marky
or si Duke. Kasi Duke deserves something din.
Yeah.
Oo.
Duke deserves something.
Gusto ko lang sabihin, no? Since chemistry tsaka charisma tong si Sir Marky. Ang nakita nating Marky ngayon ay Gigil na Marky. Shoutout sa inyo. Pwede nyo nang gamitin yun. Pag nag-intro ka. Ako ay non-Gigil.
Yeah. It's a different Marky na seryoso. Medyo walang ganong patawa. Diba? Seryoso siya. And I think it added another layer dun sa character work niya. Pero dito, story-wise, I think, Ralphie Mabayashi, the winner of the inaugural winner of the Metro Manila Championship, deserves it. Galing. I think sobrang dominant ng win niya, as in he was able to eliminate all of the wrestlers sa Fatal 4-Way. And to think na yung Fatal 4-Way na to, ang ganda ng sequence kasi dito you can see dito nagtutulungan si Marky saka si Ralph, di ba?
Nagtutulungan sila eh.
Oo. And then they were able to eliminate first Jason Rex. Si Ralph ang nag-eliminate. And then they were able to eliminate Duke Ortega. Sorry.
In fairness nung in-eliminate nila si Duke, hindi pa siya nagta-tap out kay Ralph. Nag-tap out siya kay Marky eh.
But
pwede natin ibigay sa kanya yun eh.
Pero it was Ralph who initiated the submission hold eh.
Total. Pero yun, sino nagtapos? Siya yung
it's debatable.
Comment kayo below. Mag-debate kayo. Mag-riot kayo sa comment section.
Kung sino ba talaga ang nagpa-tap kay Duke Ortega.
Duke.
Yeah. Or maybe we should ask Duke if Kung
kanino ka nag-tap out.
Oo, kung kanino ka nag-tap out. Kung kanino mo ibibigay yun. Anyway, and then later chef nung dalawa na lang natira, si Ralph Mabayashi and Marky. Wow. Fireworks, man. Fireworks. Lalo na yung yung talagang pumutok silang dalawa. Lalong-lalo na si Marky na kala mo comedy crester similar with with Idol James. Diba? Bigla siya naging seryoso doon.
Gigil nga siya.
Gigil, diba?
Gigil.
Well,
grabe. Yun yung parang pinakaseryosong Marky na nakita. Except dun sa pero natin i-count yung sa technically, siya seryoso siya nung unang laban na ni Ralph. So, yan seryoso siya. Yung mga sumunod kasi, laban niya kay Thiago, laban niya sa Secret Show na kay, Adrius.
Oo.
Yung mga sumunod na laban niya sa mga Secret Shows, tsaka sa biro siya yung lalagay niya itlog niya, papaamoy niya sa kalaban niya.
Oo.
Yung kukurtin niya yung kuto. Wala, di na nakita to dun. Ito, yun nga, siya, talagang galit. Galit.
Oo.
At gigil.
Gigil. May pinaglalaban siya. May gusto siyang patunayan.
Oo. Kasi nga, nga siya, laking Maynila nga talaga siya. I think Ralph Mabayashi is one of the most decorated na wrestlers ngayon sa local pro wrestling scene because I think he hasn't hindi lang niya napanalo ang wala lang sa kanya is yung yung MWF kasi syempre hindi naman MWF Championship because he wasn't naman talaga. He didn't went to MWF, diba, to win it. He stick to PWR and then to FPW, which is the successor of PWR. Anyway, he's one of the most decorated na champions because he was able to hold PWR. I don't know if he was able to if he's he's a winner of the PHX title before. No, I think not. Wala
PWR. Yeah, PWR. He was the longest reigning PWR champion, to be honest. And then yun.
Congratulations.
Di pa pala niya nahawakan ng Di pa pala niya napapalalunan ng FPW championship belt. But he was
close,
close, yeah.
Close. Pero yeah, congrats, Sir Ralph. Yung win. Bigyan ka namin thumbs up.
Thumbs up na lang.
Thumbs up. Ganda ng belt, by the way.
Ganda ng belt. We're not sucking up on you. You deserve lang to. Pero yeah, kung magagalit ka pa rin, galit ka pa rin sa mundo, nakuha mo na ngayon yung gusto mo, ewan ko na lang sa'yo.
Inom ko ng Gino Mango Nectar, pare.
Pare. Yan na lang. Gino Mango. Okay.
Or ice cream.
Oo. Next match.
Yes.
Sayang hindi natin nakita yung yung power slam ni Doc Ortega. Hindi niya na-execute. Sayang.
Hindi niya na-execute eh.
The ring breaker.
Pinagalitan na siguro siya kasi nagsisira yung ring.
Para nasabihan na daw ata siya na sinisira mo yung ring eh.
Oo nga, dalawang beses na munti ka nang umumbok eh.
Oo.
Tawag ko nga sa akin the ring breaker is sayang hindi siya, it didn't catch on.
Oo.
The dock of shoot pa rin. Pero grabe ang ganda nung joke lang. Ang ganda nung laban nila ni Ralph. Yung start, talagang wrestling. Knocked out si Marky.
Yun nga pala, ayun, before we end this, no, 'di ba? A lot of a lot of wrestlers are struggling sa Fatal 4-Way because of how they would pace it and sino yung mga kung paano yung yung sequence na gagawin nila kasi dito ang daming nangyayari sa ring 'di ba? With the audience cannot focus on only one pair dun sa Fatal 4-Way. They need to really watch it. They cannot focus on one only, no? Or two people. Kasi ang daming nangyayari, 'di ba? So hindi ka mahirapan ka talaga mag-focus. Pero on this Fatal 4-Way match, nakita naman natin na they were able to give them each wrestlers were able to have their own spot.
May sarili silang highlight reel kumbaga.
May mga highlights sila. So I think they were able to successfully make it work kasi they were able to help highlight each other's spots sa Fatal 4-Way match na 'yon.
Ganda. Solid match. Solid.
Yeah.
Solid match.
Solid match.
A certified hood classic.
Next match.
Wait, bago in the future, no? Kung sino yung contender,
yeah. Contender. Possible contenders for the Metro Manila Championship belt.
We discussed this on the ride home. Kung sino yung pwede niya maging contender. Or kasi technically heel na siya, Ralph. And at this point, ang dami nag-cheer kay Duke.
Yeah.
Technically, pag si Duke naglaban sila ulit ni Ralph, ewan ko kung pang ilan na to, kung pang ilang, na yung rivalry na to. Siguro pwede natin ibigay din to kay Rex. Pero, ang classic lang makakita ulit ng Duke at Ralph match. Ang ganda kasi.
Yeah.
And, technically, heel si Duke. Pero, yun? Technically, at this point, siya, tulad na sinabi ko kanina, siya na yung lesser evil And, hindi naman din ganun ka evil yung mga ginagawa ni Duke
True.
Technically, he's the cleanest, ang clean pa nga niya mag-wrestle Dominating force lang talaga siya. Force of nature. Parang si John Evander. Pero si John Evander, assassin from the sky siya Eto, hindi Talagang naninira ng ring tong mamang to
Trademark niya na yun, naninira ng ring.
Naninira ng ring. Yun naman yung sinasadya yun, feeling ko. Pero, ang ganda kasi ang ganda lang, mga tawag doon, ang ganda lang ng, mga power bomb niya. Talagang, kahit nasa audience ka, ramdam mo na yung sakit Kung activate yung neurons ko, uga-buga, slam.
Yeah. Then, sige, with that, next match.
Yun na next match natin.
Alam ko, ina yung ubusan ng lahi. Ay, di pa. That's ito, Roxy Reeves versus.
Roxy Reeves versus. Not a bad match. Doon mo makikita ko gano'n kakonti yung women's division nila.
Oo, pero dito, syempre, matagal rin nawala si Roxy Reeves. Welcome back. And she was able to return naman nung secret show against. Actually, this is a continuation of their match from the secret show. Diba? Natalo ba si si Roxy Reeves dun sa first match nila?
Sa secret show, talo si Roxy.
Then she was able to avenge her loss here at Unfinished Business.
So technically 1-1 na sila.
1-1 na sila. I think dito Roxy Reeves is giving Banks vibes. Or Mercedes Moné to be sabi niya, correct ba? Yeah.
Pero basta anyways, kasi hindi ko siya inabot si Sasha Banks sa WWE. Pero ganda nung gear nila. Very stylish, very gorgeous, you know. As I'm saying this as straight as I can.
Yeah. And for versus naman, no, I think she was able to really connect with the crowd. She's very flamboyant. And it's a good good trip. I think a lot of the people sa side natin knows yung either I don't know if versus really sinasadya ba talaga niya na ganun yung kulay niya to give tribute to Naomi, diba?
We couldn't say.
We couldn't say, but
ayoko din kasi na mag-compare masyado sa mga Kasi parang gusto kong gumawa ng sariling atin Hindi, technically, pag tinignan mo naman silang lahat, we could say that. Lalo na kay Mike. Pero, pag tinignan mo na si Mike yan, hindi naman siya mala Stone Cold Ano siya He's his own guy.
Yeah, he's his own guy. Yeah.
Oo. Gusto pa rin yung mask niya sa rap. Parang lang isa. Joke lang.
Yeah, I think pero ayun nga kasi dito as a wrestling WWE fan then you cannot avoid comparison. But for me naman as a fan of WWE, I tend to compare kasi yun yung reference ko. At the same time naman, I appreciate
I'm sorry.
Di naman. That's valid opinion mo rin naman yan. Ako lang naman, it's my way of appreciating them, our local wrestlers, kasi they know or what they know how they work, and what I see naman is nagta-translate naman sa akin yun nga, I'm just siguro out of out of subconsciously I'm referring WWE wrestlers today with their gimmick dun sa FPW, di ba? But for me naman, it's parang healthy comparison. Healthy comparison, and I think naman good what they are doing naman on the ring is not sabi natin hindi naman ka bastos-bastos dun sa wrestler na nire-refer natin or kino-compare natin sa kanila.
I would say na bakit nga baka nga Naomi yun. Akala ko dahil lang pag nag-dart dahil Leon, tas kitang-kita siya.
Oo.
Pero either way, yeah.
But, dito yun nga you can di ba, sa artist, di ba?
May lagi may inspiration.
Actually, di ba, di ba, a good artist steals.
Steals title,
di ba, there's a concept like that, no? Or, a good artist steals. And I think naman with what I'm seeing both for Roxy Reeves and versus they're giving their own touch with the existing gimmicks that we know or familiar with, and then later on, 'di ba, nagiging nila, they make it their own, kumbaga.
Ang galing nga mag-heal ni Roxy kasi for some reason talagang ang hirap maging babaeng heel kasi lalo na sa sa FPW. Kasi dalawa na lang sila. Ayawan pa namin kayo.
3, di ba?
3. Technically, si Robin. Kasama pa. Oo. Sorry, hindi naman technically. Kasama si Robin dun. And, ang hirap niyang ibo kasi ang continue na lang eh. And, ang galing nga ni Roxy na napabu natin siya.
Oo.
Napabu kami sa iyo. Kumbaga, kung nanonood ka nito, welcome back. That was a good match.
You were able to You were able to channel your inner bitchesa and amplified it 10 times.
Okay. Sorry sobrang squeaky
well, yeah, okay lang naman yun. Okay lang
yun. Michael Jackson. Anyways, great, another hood classic from
and I think it's a good, parang sabihin na lang natin na launch pad because dito yung nga rin yung sinabi ko with the Ross sa dito, yung with the people after the match is that ang ganda ng pacing ng mga matches. You can, parang nakakahinga ka.
Oo. Kahit yung kahit sunod yung matches at medyo nakakahinga ka na kasi totoo yung fans napapagod din eh. Napapagod din kami kaka-cheer sa inyo eh. Tsaka kakaisip ng kung ano ibabanat sa inyong lahat.
Pero we were able to cruise through the whole show na parang yun na yun, parang nakakabitin.
Diba? Nakakabitin talaga.
Oo. Pero yeah, sige, next next match na tayo.
Ito ba yung Ubusan Lahi match?
Ubusan Lahi match, yes.
The 5-on-5.
5-on-5.
Shoutout pala kay Aldrich, kalaro ko sa Overwatch dati, kaklase ko nung high school. Pinaalam niya sa akin na si Sarah daw dun sa Singapore team.
Grapple Max.
At ewan kung gano'n katotoo to, nakalaro daw namin siya sa Overwatch dati.
Oh.
So, tingnan ko yung friend list ko kung nandun siya eh. And kung FPW tingin ko sa kanya, ewan ko. Sarah, I don't know if we played, if you still remember me. But yeah, I still play Overwatch. Yun lang.
And then I think this one is a good match. It's good fantastic match because
makabayang match.
Yeah, the crowd was really into it.
Sobrang Pilipino nung crowd. Natatakot ako na ma-brand na racist.
Oo. Yeah, pero ito lang guys, I know you're very much passionate about our country, but please don't say racist.
Cool it down.
Guys, dito, you're there to cheer for the wrestlers, but please or your body home crowd, cheer for the home crowd, but don't tell racist slurs on the opposing team.
Oo. Yung opposing team nga, cheer ko na rin, naaawa na ako, wala nag-cheer sa akin.
Pero they were may nag-cheer naman pag si SPD.
Kasi pogi siya
Pogi. Pero
pare, straight ako, pero grabe, sasabihin ko, pogi talaga siya
straight tayo, pero wala admittedly, pogi. Pero yeah, aside from that, that was a very great match. Solid. A solid contender for match of the night because alam mo yun, aside from spot fest siya, di ba?
Actually, hindi ko alam yung term lagi na yun, pero ang gusto ko lang doon sa mga match na yun, tumalon si Kali sa
yes,
the ladder.
From the Big Studios ladder. Parang walang ibang nag-isip nun kundi siya lang. Pero I think it's a good thing na ginawa niya yun doon kasi
nagwala kami talaga.
Daming tao naman nasasalo sa kanya. So, diba? Okay lang.
All good.
It's all good. And it's a good match na rin because the crowd was able to be introduced to Grapple Max Wrestling in Singapore. We were able to meet we know SPD already, we know Big Dave already, we know Julian already, but we were able to bring Christian, Ship Ahoy. And then the hot shot, I forgot his name, but yeah, he's
the speed something.
Yeah. And you know what, Perito, sa ganda ng story sa ganda ng nangyari do sa sunugan ng lahi match na to, para ang daming na-unfold na kwento eh. Say for example, both for Grapple Max and FPW. Say for example, sige, go. Sorry, go.
Pinakita nila yung character na, syempre. Scully won't do heelish things.
Yep.
Pero Yellow will.
Yes.
That's how the match ended. Sadly, ang pagbayan natin ay natalo. Pero, at least we lost honorably. No? And SPD, kung nakikinig ka, and kung may kasama kang Pilipino, pa-translate mo lang sa kanya. That was an honorable thing to do. No? Lalo na ikaw, Kali. A very honorable thing to do. Dapat tinayahan mo na lang, pare, para panalo tayo.
Panalo na eh. Pero why celebrate a win that you gained through cheating?
Through cheating.
I think it's a good. I think it's better to lose with a clean conscience than to win with some taint of cheating, diba?
Screw that! We need to win. Joke lang. It's a good match. It's a good banger of a match. Ang daming yun yung mga gusto kong mga spots ba tawag doon? Yung may mga high-flying gulat nga ako ginawa ni Kali yun eh. Sayang lang hindi ko na-record.
Yeah. Shoutout na rin pala kay Legendarius because it's
gusto ko lang din pala sabihin, etong match na to, may dalawa silang kasamang freshly graduate. No? Technically freshly graduate tong dalawang tong si Joshua, si Yorme.
Oo. Tama.
Tsaka si Legendarius. Silang dalawa, even though they're new.
They're new from the they're new in the roster. They were able to compete, 'di ba?
Quality sila eh. I would say. And si Joshua, kahit piling ko in a few span of years, magiging siguro in a few months nga rin eh. I say give him a belt, pare.
Yeah.
Give Legendarius a belt, give Joshua a belt din. They both deserve to be contenders. Pero before that, I'm feeling ko, nag-message si Sir.
Oo.
Makakahabol pa ba daw ba siya?
Baka hindi na. Baka di na makahabol si John.
Hindi na. Mahabol,
sige, ikaw na magsabi.
Tignan natin kung makakahabol siya.
Oo.
Ano lang, sa main event na siya umabol.
Oo.
Sunod na ba tayo?
I just want to commend muna Joshua Elevista because he's a workhorse dun sa match na yun.
Grabe. Kahit saan match mo siya ilagay, ang linis eh. And sadly, wala pa siyang may panalo na ba ito si Joshua? Wala pa.
Ewan ko kung meron. Hindi ko na maalala kung may panalo ba siya.
Kasi yung unang match niya against estudyante din at bagong graduate din nata. And tanda ko, ang bilis ng ang bilis nung rise up niya to the roster, no? Kasi siya eh. Silang dalawa ni Legendaries, quality talagang fighters eh.
Yeah.
And so makita yung future ni kung mga looking forward ako sa mangyayari sa in the future. Yun lang, very happy ako for the both of them na to be included against the Grapple Max wrestlers. No? Kasi technically bago sila, hindi naman sila na alam mo yun, parang I don't know.
Sana di natin nakausap ng ng matagal yung Grapple Max wrestlers.
Oo nga. Next time mukhang babalik naman sila ulit.
Yeah, they were able to give us a very good match that ubusan ng lahi. Oo. Exquisite.
Kali panalo na eh.
Sayang eh. Kali naman.
Sayang eh. Kali naman eh.
Anyway, sige, next match.
Ito nagulat ako dito sa match na to.
Oo.
Ano ba yung Rocco Nacino versus
yes, ito na. Rocco Nacino versus Thiago Santiago.
Thiago Santiago. Itong match na to, nagulat talaga ako. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung klaseng match na ibibigay ni Rocco Nacino. Kasi technically, I wouldn't say he's a fan. No, he's a fan naman. And he knows he's naman. He's very athletic.
Nag-jiu-jitsu siya eh.
Ginamit niya yun kay Thiago eh.
Nagamit niya.
Sobrang linis ka eh. And pa siya, ang niya, yung mag-strike siya, sobrang hindi mo makikitang talagang acting. Pero yung medyo drive ko doon, pero at least safe. Tsaka ang linis ng mga Superman punches niya eh. Parang acting talaga eh. Pang stuntman talaga eh.
Yes. Tarito, we need to give Rocco Nacino his his
we're gonna give
the praises naman.
Flowers.
Give his
and
flowers.
More. Kasi ang galing lang talaga eh. Ang galing. Lalo si si Thiago.
Yeah, Thiago.
Isa to sa I would say that sa mga favorite. Okay, ito Thiago, favorite match ko na to. Hindi nakita yan. Ito na yan. Kasi isa sa mga favorite match ko to, I would say. Yan lang. Sige, sorry. Kaya muna.
For me, it solidifies for me, na yung impression ko for Thiago na one of the safest wrestlers to work with. And dito, ang ganda rin napanood ko kasi yung episode nila, Pinoy Wrestling Reviews episode with Rocco Nacino. They recorded it after the match. After the match mismo.
Check ko nga. Sorry, nakalimutan ko. Shoutout nga pala sa inyo. Papanoorin ko kayo, pero
ang ganda lang nung nung kwentuhan nila ni Rocco kasi dito, alam nila yung pwesto nila sa card. And then, alam nila na mataas yung energy ng crowd from, coming from the ubusan ng lahi match. Diba? And then, susunod naman sa match. Sa susunod naman na match is yung championship match na, diba? So, they know na kailangan they need to do some pacing for the crowd to breathe. And I think, tamang-tama lang talaga yung ginawa nila.
Also ko yung yan, tama yung hunch ko kasi hindi ko pa napapanood yung hindi ko pa napapanood yung Pinoy Wrestling Reviews.
Sige.
Kasi itong si Rocco, nung first appearance niya sa FPW, middle rope frog splash lang siya.
Oo.
And yung isang nung dito din sa nag-middle rope frog splash din siya. Feeling ko itong si speculation on my mind na lang to. Piling ko tong si Thiago hindi nagpapin dun sa middle rope. Parang gusto lang niya talaga bakit umakyat ng top rope para mag-frog splash.
Pero Rocco was able to do the top rope, to do the frog splash from the top rope. I think.
Oh, grabe.
Oo.
Kasi, ewan ko siguro takot siya. Kasi mataas nga talaga eh. Tsaka very unstable ropes yun eh.
But I think with that adrenaline rush and cheers from the crowd, I think it gave him the courage to step up one to the top rope to do the front splash.
And also, mind you, nag-Canadian Destroyer tong si
Rocco. Oo.
Grabe! Sabi ko,
that's a surprise.
Oo. Again, one of my favorite matches na siguro to of the night. Siguro ilalagay ko sa top 5 local matches ko. Hindi ko lang alam kung isa ko ilarang kayo ba. Pero this is one of them. This is one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. And mind you, etong si Rocco, technically, hindi talaga siya,
hindi siya wrestler, but he was able to execute the moves. And,
also, malinis siya.
And to take bumps, di ba?
Oo. Blue Thunder Bomb siya eh.
Saka dito, nagsasampal na siya ni Thiago, di ba? Tinatapak-tapakan sa muka. Sabi nga natin, wag sa muka. May recording, may taping pa yan.
May taping pa yan. Sorry. May sakit ako eh. Gusto ko lang din in-note na ewan ko if this is the start of Thiago probably going face. And ako interested din ako makita yun. And probably go for the belt. Lalo na nung sinabi ni Rocco na babalik siya and parang gusto niya mag-wrestle with, not against
Thiago. Parang magta-tag team sila.
This is interesting kasi aside from nung sinabi natin sinungal to si John Burns, it's either John versus 4. Eto maganda to kung 4 versus Thiago.
Pwede din.
Tapos, mangingialam yung YOLO Twins. Tapos saka lalabas pwede na ba natin sabihin to? Parang, masyadong spoilery na yun.
Sino lalabas?
Si Rocco.
Diba? Medyo, dito, medyo, let's save Rocco to a, more high, high profile siguro show. Yeah.
Oo nga.
So, syempre, dito, you cannot deny he's a celebrity naman eh. And I think maraming taong rumerespeto na kay Rocco Nacino because of how he respected wrestling in general.
Ano nga yung sinabi ni Thiago? Parang hindi siya yung celebrity ako, ganyan. Hindi, talaga he just took it. Kasi talagang pangarap niya talaga maging wrestler eh.
Oo.
He's just one of us. He's a fan. And yeah, it's nice. Yep. Live with your dream. Your dreams will fight for you. Sabi nga ni Daniel Bryan.
Oo.
At ang gusto ni
fight for your dreams and your
fight for your dreams. And in all fairness, hindi ko kilala si Sir Rocco kasi
Now you know.
Now I know.
You know.
Isa siyang magaling na wrestler din.
Oo.
Banger of the match. Thank you for the entertainment. Ang ganda. Hope to see more.
Hope to see more of Rocco.
Yeah. Kasi this was surprisingly unexpected para sa akin to actually. Nagulat ako na lumabas.
Entertaining na match with kompletos recados. I think it's good that sabihin natin meron si Fiago na ring intelligence. And he knows yung ring psychology niya, kumbaga. Yung presence of mind niya na dito to call it na medyo dahan-dahanin nila yung match. Savor the moment. It's just very very talaga. I mean, napakaganda panoorin.
Yeah. Sobrang gandang match. Main event na ba tayo?
Yeah, main event. Di na makakabot si John.
Kung pinag-uusapan natin pagkain, no, all throughout sa matches, ito would be dark chocolate for me. This is a very bittersweet match.
Yes.
Sobrang bitter.
Sabihin na muna natin yung stipulation of the match. Diba? This is a career versus champ belt match.
Yeah.
So if 4 wins, if 4 wins, Chino Ginto will retire.
Retire na siya.
Yeah, and if Chino wins, he will be the champion. So, yun. And I think talagang they pulled all the stops for Chino Ginto because the entrance, it's
nilabas pa nila si Fidel De Jesus eh.
Yeah. Man.
Yan talagang live guitar playing.
It's galing.
Galing talaga. Sobrang solid tong entrance niya. Ito yung typical na makikita mong entrance sa mga WrestleMania, diba, mga salisang banda. Also, gusto ko lang sabihin, Tiago, kung sakaling nakikinig ka ulit, yan din, initay ko rin yung gawin mo yan. Tugtugin na sarili mong entrance music.
Parang magiging Rick Boogs.
Rick. Tapos may gitara ka lang.
Oo. Electric guitar.
Sobrang sobrang ganda nun. Tapos kung gagawin mo yun kay Idol. Deep cut, panoorin yung Tiago interview namin. Siya pala yung It's great time!
Okay. Pero yun nga, dito, talagang nakakapanindig balahibo yung entrance si Chino Ginto no? If I think that he got that kind of entrance, parang feeling mo mananalo siya And then napakasimple lang ng entrance ni Quattro Diba?
They pulled all stops. Feeling ko retirement ceremony ni sabihin na ba natin?
Hindi. Yung match muna. Pag-usapan muna natin yung match.
Nagmukhang malakas ng dito si Sir Chino, no? Kasi Quattro kept running at the first first times, no? Ang ganda lang din ng match.
Yeah. I think it's masabi ko rin na emotional yung match because of how people are rooting for Chino Ginto to win. Diba? Kasi dito, a lot of people are invested na rin sa kanya kasi sipin mo naman, no? he really put his career on the line from when he said that, if I lose, I will retire. And, diba? Parang ganun yung binigay niya na binigay niya na rin ng limit yung sarili niya. At the same time, it served as his motivation to really to talagang ayokong mag-retire kaya di ako magpapatalo until he reached became a contender for the championship.
Ang ganda ako invested din talaga ako dun sa na yan. sa ano nga tawag doon? Sa story ni Chino na yun.
Oh.
Kaya nung bumalik siya, naiyak ako eh.
Yeah,
talagang,
nakakaiyak yun.
Naiyak ako nung napaka-surprising nung bumalik siya. Kasi akala talaga natin na wala na eh.
Oo.
And to think na ang second title defense niya ni Quattro is si Chino, no. Well defended, pero it's sad to see na one of these guys na just came back from a long time decided na okay, dito na. Dito na ako mag-retire.
Oo. Pero yun nga tarito kasi parang malungkot na Chino Ginto is now retired, but happy na din because he was able to retire on his own terms.
Plus may sick guitar solo pa siya. So
yeah. 'Di ba? Parang I think na we should be happy for Chino Ginto na. Well, he retired. He's retired, but he was able to do it on his own terms. And syempre, 'di ba? We say na never say never pa rin. Maybe he will come back. Parang pero yun nga lang, mag-aala Ric Flair lang siya. Balik ng balik tama mo nag-retire ka na.
Oo nga eh. Pero ewan ko kung minsan kasi yung mga ganyan kinda gets tiring eh. Yung parang medyo napagod ako kay John Cena din. Ito comparison na lang to. Kasi may nangyari kay John Cena dati na he got fired sa show ni Vince McMahon, di ba? And then bumalik lang siya just like that a few weeks later sa mga parang backstage yan. Ewan ko kung what or how they're going to do this if Chino talaga wala nang balikan. And ito behind the curtain, no? Kaya wala nang insult si Quattro yun eh. Kaya gano'n na lang siya. Sabi niya baka daw umiyak daw siya. Narinig ko yung baka daw umiyak din daw siya eh. And I understand kasi after hearing that, mukhang totoo na nga.
Yeah.
This is a very bittersweet match, I would say.
Yeah, emotional.
Pinayak mo na naman kami, Chino.
Okay. Naalala namin tong match na to na medyo lumalabas yung man tears namin eh.
Oo.
Pero sabihin, it's heartbreaking to see Chino Ginto lose the match and hang his boots. I see him hang his boots, but dito we should also give it to Quattro because dito he gave
a great performance.
Yeah, great performance, and he was able to beat Chino Ginto clean without the intervention of the YOLO Twins.
Walang YOLO Twins. May mga speculations ako na hindi nangyayari. Madami ako speculation na hindi nangyari. Dito malabang powers ko ngayon. Kaya yung ADHD powers ko hindi gumana. So, yun lang. Parang at least it's clean, walang interruptions. Initlogan mo lang pero yun lang.
Should we tell rin na at least nakakita natin yung puso rin ni Quattro kasi ito na curb stomp na siya sa belt eh.
Oo, tibay.
Na curb stomp siya sa belt pero he was able to break the pin.
Oo.
And then tapos yung isang destino na lang at ilang destino ba yung kinain ni Chino Ginto para before
lima.
The fifth one was the one that talaga retired him.
Tsaka siya eh. Niloblow siya eh.
Well,
still relatively clean. No? Relatively clean naman. But it's a good match. It's just sad. It's just sad. Gano'n na nangyari.
sad to see Chino Ginto retire, but we're happy that
we would like to see you venture on kung saan mo punta. Successful.
Makikita na naman natin siya ulit sa isa sa mga SM SM commercial.
Tas yun lang, parang kada mag-SM ako, makikita ko siya parang yun lang. Lagi kita maalala sa SM. Saan na ba tayo?
I think name your match of the night.
Match of the night for me talaga is Thiago and Rocco. Hindi sip-sip to, di ha?
Second.
Ganda. Second, I would say yung ubusan lahi match. Solid lang talaga nun. Yun lang. Ewan ko kung ano.
Okay.
Ano ba, top 5? Kasi parang 5 lang ata yung matches eh.
Dami nun, no?
Madami. Ano mga 7? Naalala ko lang talaga kasi nung nag-interview sila
for the wrestling, Pinoy wrestling reviews.
Yung, sir, anong favorite match mo? Tapos narinig ko si Thiago. And hindi nila sinama to sa
Hindi nila sinama.
Hindi nila sinama kasi na-interview na ako ni Marky. Sabi ni Thiago. Kasi ibang match ang sabi kong best match na gusto ko. Nakalimutan ko ng match yan eh. Hindi, wala si Johnny Vander nun eh. Nakalimutan ko ng match eh. Pero hindi siya. Parang close second siya eh. Tapos sabi niya, ayoko na. Cut nyo na itong interview na to. Hindi ako yung favorite match. Ito solid to. Solid yung Rocco Nasino match. Congrats, bigyan natin din ng kudos si Thiago for I would say, tinuruan, siya ba nagturo? Isa ba siya sa nag-train?
Kanino?
Kay Rocco. I'm gonna guess, no? Siguro, no?
I think they were able to,
they were able to communicate naman well.
And to think na parang dalawang I lost my train of thought. Dalawang what? Wala na, nakalimutan ko na. Nantok na.
Nantok na eh. Kudos din kay Thiago. Salamat.
Yun, naalala ko na. Sorry, yun. Dito. Okay. Dalawang practice days lang ata meron sila.
Talaga?
Oo.
Kudos din kay Rocco. Kasi athletic naman siya. He can do it.
Oo.
Pero I would say, salamat din, Thiago, at hindi ka nagpapin sa middle rope na frog splash. Na-BI natin si Rocco Nasino na top rope frog splash. Yun lang.
Okay. Sige, ako naman. Sige. Notable mentions muna. I want to siguro mention Johnny Vander versus Mike Madrigal would be one of my notable pero wala ka rin naman talagang maitatapon doon sa sa mga matches na yan.
Wala
eh.
And, solid matches.
And pa ba? Notable mention. Ubusan ng lahi match. It's nice. Siguro sabihin ko na rin okay din yung Metro Manila Championship match, the Fatal 4-Way.
Solid yun.
Solid yun.
Solid match.
Yeah. But to me, I think very I would give Quattro versus Chino Ginto match, the match of the night, because it's very emotionally driven. Storytelling wise, it's flawless because it really tells a lot of the stories. Ang dami nilang layers na binato, 'di ba? And then the crowd was really invested for Chino Ginto, and to see people very really sad about what happened to him nung unang match niya with Quattro, and then now that he really is retired, talagang grabe yung outpour of emotions for him.
Grabe.
And then pero yeah, very close second naman talaga yung you can wala kang tapon dun sa dalawa, yung with with Rocco Nacino versus Tiago. For me, no, Tiago was he was able to showcase his talent na as a very safe worker, and ang laki ng tiwala sa kanya ng management to work with Rocco Nacino. That to me is a good sign of what is ahead for Tiago, because of the kind of trust that the management has to him. And also kudos rin kay Rocco Nacino for respecting the craft of the wrestlers and giving it his all, 'di ba?
It's talaga, well, yeah, he gave his all. Yun lang talaga eh. That's how life goes sometimes. You don't always win. And it's the sad part na mag-retire. Ewan kung bakit siya magre-retire. No? Hindi ko naman pwede sabihin age. Yung bata niya mukha lang siyang 18 eh.
Si Chino.
Pero wala lang. It's just sad. Lalo na one of the greatest guys was starting to rack up some wins. Sabi ko, sayang talaga.
But yeah,
if ever i-cheer na lang namin yung pangalan mo pag nakita ka namin sa fest. Mukha kami sinto-sinto.
Chino.
Guard.
Pero before we end this now, I would also like to commend the crowd dun sa Unfinished Business. Lastly, except lang siguro yung sa mga nagko-comment na gumagawa ng racist slurs.
Sobrang racist eh.
Oo. Please guys.
Tone it down, people. Tone it
down. If not, kung narinig kayo ng mga bouncers, or even the wrestlers,
mga wrestlers mismo, bakit di sila bumalik? Gusto nga natin sila bumalik eh, di ba?
Oo nga, di ba?
Bakit pag bumalik sila, di cool.
Kaya nga, hopefully guys, you need to learn. We're warning you. We're warning you na sana tone down. You don't need to say those words.
Hindi na natin kailangan maging sobrang xenophobic.
Oo. Di naman xenophobic, pero talagang racist eh.
Medyo racist talaga siya eh. Gusto ko lang sabihin din na ako gusto ko si Julian na nandun. Kasi even doon na hindi naman siya masyadong nakapag-wrestle din sa
Di siya bumuhat.
Di siya bumuhat eh. Pero magaling siya eh. Champion pa naman siya ngayon.
Grapple Max champion siya Julian.
Sana yung susunod na match niya dito, one-on-one match. Championship match, that would be interesting. No? Also,
depende na lang sa budget ni Boss Red.
Boss Red, baka naman. Anyways. Gusto ko lang din sabihin na Euro Twins. kunin niyo yung belt nila para sa bayan. Kasi wala pa kayong, ewan ko kung ano pero
pagtalunan, go, sige, sorry.
Gusto ko sila magkaroon kasi ng tag team belt
Oo.
Problema kasi sa silang dalawa lang yung parang pinaka-tag team na mismo
Wag muna, pagtalunan muna nila yung Metro Manila sa FPW belt kung kanino mapupunta.
Siguro maganda rin maging contender tong dalawang to pero magkaibang belts.
Oo.
Sabi na si Johan sa Metro Manila belt tsaka si Logan dun sa FPW belt. Kaya nila mag-decide. Tapos, kapag may na-inggit sa inyo dalawa, doon na i-jump hardy match yung
Oo, pwede.
Isa.
Pwede. Yeah.
Yun. Solid. It's a nice, it's nice na we're back.
Yeah. And, starting our, making a new episode out of the FPW as Unfinished Business.
And Super Manila.
Super Manila, of course. And also, we would also like to invite you to watch the next FPW show coming on November 9. And na-reveal na nila kung sino yung magiging guest wrestler nila.
Pasayin ko to.
Si Kushida from the
pasayin ko to. May DeLorean ako
Oh, yeah.
Hindi sa pamangkin ko. Papasayin ko na lang.
Pwede. Pasayin na lang kay Kushida. Kushida, one of the legends of in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's he's having a match on November 9 at FPW Astig. So if you are NJPW geeks out there, please don't miss this opportunity to watch Kushida live at FPW Astig. And I think that wraps up our episode. Thank you guys for
brief na lang. Brief na lang paano kami umuwi.
Sige.
TLDR, medyo nahirapan kami kasi nga wala kaming signal light sa likod. Sumayad kami dun sa Petron. Nagpahangin kami.
At taas naman kasi ng ng rampa ng Petron.
Oo, ang taas Yan lang. And bakit nga ba ako kasi naiihi ako. Anyways, yun lang. Yun yung TLDR nung nangyari pa uwi. Same thing. Mas infuriating lang kasi may mga jeep tsaka bus na mahilig manguna. At
munti ka na tayong maligaw dahil kay Waze.
Dahil kay Waze.
Buti na lang, medyo kabisado natin ang daan.
Salamat kay Sir John, Sir Jomar. Siya yung nag-guide sa akin ng buong
kung ano lang yung familiar na daan sa akin, yun lang Ito ang sinabi ko nga lang sundan mo na lang yung jeep.
Basta yun yung mga adventures namin nung sira yung buti ayos na ngayon. And suggestion ko guys, bago kayo umalis, check yung
blow bag.
Blow bag.
Do blow bag.
Blow bagets. Kasama na yan. Kasama na daw yung set. Tsaka yung nakalimutan ko na yung iba. Basta yun. Ingat sa pagdadrive, yun lang.
Yeah. And with that, we end our episode. Thank you. Inaantok na kami.
Inaantok na nga ako
Thank you again. Thank you very much again for listening or watching us over on YouTube and listening on Spotify, on other podcast providers that you're listening to. Again, paalala lang, please like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Geeks Out of Nowhere. We also have our socials on Facebook, it's Geeks Out of Nowhere, on Instagram and Threads. Wala kami sa X, kaya kung sino man nagme-message sa inyo na Geeks Out of Nowhere sa X or sa Twitter, hindi kami yun. And also, we have TikTok na napabayaan na namin. Hindi ko na alam kung i-revive ko pa ba. Anyway, with that, I'm Jomar together with Eugene, and we are Geeks. Out of nowhere.
Teka, wala ba lang shoutout?
Ay, o nga na. Nakalimutan ko na. Inato ka na. Saka na lang.
Kaya naman, saka na lang.
Bye-bye. Yun na.
Bye.